shit. Need something witty. I'm sorry. That's how you spell it, Lakshmi. I gotta love Hindu. Okay. Let's start this shit off today. Agor's Beacon. There you are, and there is Commander Kemp, I see. I know you're eager to speak our next move, but we would first hear more of your last. Tell us of your deeds in Doma. Weird. Well, we went over Doma, kicked ass, chew bubblegum, slay some primal, lots of revelry. Sorry. I think that's my bit. Voice act.
Pray, join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
Very well. Allow me.
Well, we had this fish guy, which, you know, at least Shiru can hit.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
Hooray!
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that lad.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
Checkmate.
We have a chance, aye. Mayhap the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned, not least poor Mistress Kryl.
Oh yeah, Kryl's kidnapped, I forgot.
Then let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamigan liberation begins now.
Of course.
Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Valadina. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks. I name this operation Rulga's Beacon. For as Rulga once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
Meanwhile, the success of this operation is paramount. So long as the Empire holds Castellum Valadona, the main host cannot advance. Cena knows this. This is why he has ordered Fordola and her men to see to the bridge's defense. So we get to fight the Skulls again. The Butcher is not to be underestimated. She is decisive, ruthless, and feared by foes and friends alike. But we had a plan to defeat her. Kick her in the schnoz! First, we send an alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount all-out assault. The garrison will muster their forces and prepare for a protracted battle. However, they will soon find that we're ill prepared for their counterattack, Our men would begin to break ranks and flee. I say, show them that show them your backs and give them a target too tempted not to pursue. Aye, Frodo is too aggressive not to press the advantage. She will order her men to give chase. We lure them as far as East End, where the commanders will rally their forces and attempt to hold the ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of the garrison occupied. They want us to tackle the bridge remaining defenders. Very clever, I'm sure. But what are we to do if the Imperials smell a rat and return before we take into place? I don't need to take Vandola, Commander. Keep one of these for fly your flag from this tower. You mean to trick them into believing that the bridge has fallen? Aye, we're convinced that Vandola is lost, hit him hard with our reinforcements and watch them running for the hills. Then, when the dust is settled, we regroup to Castrium. What say you? Bold you! It's a bold plan, but a good one. We'll do it. In that case, we shall support both the Resistance and Alliance forces. At least, Arnold, I ask you to be Commander Camp. I'll say I will remain with the finger. We will return to regular respiration and make our preparation. As soon as they're complete, we'll join you in the field. Godspeed. We're gonna kick their asses. In case you haven't noticed, the flag flying above Vanilla is a bloody massive. It takes a dozen men to change it, and far too long besides. But there's no need for all that, right, Nargo? Not as long as I have my griffin and my satchel of glamour prisms, no. Remember, you're in charge of the rudders between us and the Alliance. No link pearls. At least I want you to look into the squadrons, make sure they got everything they need. Everybody clear? Well, I got a few squadrons on my side. All forces are to depart for Castron recovery when ready. That would be all. Galleon, stay with me one moment, if you would. We're all gonna die. I just want to say, you're a badass. There's a few men I like to look at it personally. Each one has lost people, and I can tell that it weighs on their hearts. There's been a lot of new faces last since you were here, so it's best if you tell them where to look. One's the officer you'll find in the barber. Other is an old fellow who likes to pass the time on the shore of Starfall. The last is a very young lad from Little Alamigo, whom I'm told transported himself by the river to the Friends. You know when you see him. Come and find me when you're finished. Oh, I know when I see him, when I look at my map. Just saying. See? Ha! I say, it was another lad who helped me find the ward I misplaced. But there I go again, treating you as an equal. It wasn't until after one of my comrades pulled me aside and told me if it was the only bleeding hero, Eorzea, who taken time out of his busy day to help me. Well, what is done, but now I will fight with every ounce of my strength in this coming battle, and the next one, and the next, and the next. Maybe that will serve to replay the free will. I don't know, who the hell are you? Wait, I know you. Captain Turtle of the Maelstrom has honors to meet you. I was had to hand the mouth in a holdo, but decided to list in the flames after our heard tales of your daring do. And now, as fate would have it, I have been sent here to join the fight for my homeland's liberation. But there's no time to talk. I've got to prepare for the operation. Take care, Captain. We'll get this Imperial horse on foot for. Hey, man. Yeah, am I right? I doubt you remember me, but I never forget you. Saved my life in El Amigo, you did. Wilder and the rest of us, I got in our heads that if we had enough crystals, we could summon Ragor like the Manji summoned their god. Thankfully, you put a stop to it. Ever hear what happened to Wilder? Joined the Braves when they came calling, only to turn up dead one day. Never found out how or why, but I reckon it doesn't matter. Dead's dead, after all. But at least he died doing what he thought was right. Maybe that's the best folks like us can hope for, eh? Not in any hurry of mind. I don't know why my throat's freaking dry as hell. Can't put too much salt in my freaking fries. I just got an air fryer and oh my god, what have I been missing in my life? So good. I can have chicken nuggets that are actually crispy. Yeah, where were the men I mentioned then? Yeah, they're all badasses. I'm sure you know is that they're never things in common aside from tragedy. We touch each point of their lives in one way or another, but that's not the reason I want you to speak with them. A man who's lived in Garabani his entire life, who bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years. A man who fled El Amigo in search of a new life, who swore to serve another nation, only to fate to conspire to send him back here. A youth born out of foreign soil who never knew his parents' homeland, yet, nevertheless, felt kinship with their cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons, yet all belong to the resistance. And growing larger, we have grown more diverse, and while there is good in that, there is also the potential for strife and discord. It'll take a special sword to lead such men to El Amigo, don't you think? I see we're at one mind. She'll have to make the decision herself, of course. He'd rather with her, but by her side, when she had to make hard choices, he's seeing her at her worst and at her best. I think she's got it in her than she does. Look after her, Galleon. She's our future and all my hope. Foreshadowing! I trust I need to say this conversation is between you and me. Good lad. Right then. We're best head of the Castron Corvée, or what remains of it, rather. So I've been productive today. I actually got my air fryer, and I am still, cooking experimental foods. I actually got my other crafting stuff done. I'm just missing my armor tool, and that's it. I completed my crafting ones. Granted, I still got to do my, what do you call it? There we go. I'll keep summoner, screw it. We'll lead the way while the other units launch their own separate attacks. Remember, we had to hold out until Margo sees to the flag. Got your gear in order? Any moment now. Of course.
It's begun then.
Mortal Kombat! I mean, wait, what?
Good. It's the waiting that drives me mad. Standing around, knowing what's to come. I'll never get used to it.
Calm down, Nargo. You're making her nervous. We've come this far, haven't we? We just need to make it the rest of the way.
Right.
Woo!
Looks like the bastards went for the bait. The bridge is ours for the taking. Now remember, Monargo, I want you to make for the tower as soon as you see an opening and get that flag flying. We'll see to the fighting.
I won't let you down, sir.
Come then. Rolga's star shall burn bright this day.
Stuck at World of Warcraft. We got Bear Griffins in this game. Quickly now, we got to reach Valhalla before General Arna's men are overwhelmed. Scott's dead ahead. If they see us, they'll warn the others. Now if we kill them first.
Here it comes!
That's the last one I can speak of. In science of the centuries, John must have had his hands full. Now let's use the bridge and be done with it. Yeah, left token force behind. I think we can handle it.
Take this!
Damn it. Why am I targeting the NPCs when I should not be doing that in a duty? Okay. Think you're clever with all your little tricks. Think again, none of you are leaving here alive. Oh, it's payback, bit. First one in the problem, not about to give up. Sloppy. Here or not, you're gonna die like all the rest. Yeah, well, tell you you're a little fuck toy. This is my bridge, and you're not taking this from me. Starting to have Olivia issues here, lady? Not back. And there it is.
Meet my new friend!
Oh, I would love to have you meet my friend.
I'll cut you to pieces!
That's nice for Doyle. Not gonna make it. We only got to hold on a little longer. And there's the flag.
God damn you! No more running! No more hiding! Let's finish this! Look! The flag!
Bitch ass. We owed you.
The bridge is ours! Al amigo! Al amigo! Al amigo! Yeah!
Stand your ground! It's not over yet!
Nah, sorry. We captured the flag. We won.
Damn it!
Oh, you stand her ground. Yeah, she's the one in Ninja Vanish. Okay. Makes sense, Mordola.
Let them go, Lise. We've done what we came here to do. That's enough for now.
Stick to the plan. Way the frickin'... Guys, you suck at defense, guys! This is how you offense and defense.
Yeah!
Villadina is fallen? Impossible.
Oh,
We have them on the run! Forward! No mercy!
Regroup! Regroup! We have to regroup! All units, fall back!
Woo! Yeah. Robon, you're a genius.
Commander, the 4th cohort has been routed. We'll be at the mercy of the enemy's reinforcements if we don't fall back now.
Idiot! We have the stronger force by far. Don't be taken in by their tricks. Or would you rather tell Xenos you lost to this rabble?
No, but if the snakes betray us in the confusion, we'll have no way out. I'm begging you, Commander. Give the order, or we'll all die here.
As common traitors who drank of muddied waters. For all the good it did us.
School's with me! The day is theirs, and so is this bastard bridge. Someone bring the snake.
Well, yeah. This is a problem.
I suppose. It's our first victory, isn't it? And that has to be worth something.
Damn, Skippy. Come here. It's a shame Fordola got away, but we did what we came here to do. I have to remind myself, it's just the first step, but it's a big one. We're gonna have to take it back, all of it, one element at a time if we have to. Still a chance that some Imperials are holed up inside the cache room. We need to search the top and bottom to be sure it's safe. In the meantime, we need to rendezvous with the main host. Keep your weapons at the ready. There's a chance you might come face to face with soldiers on the run en route. On second thought, it might be prudent for you to do a preemptive sweep of the regional soldiers that have gone into ground. We shouldn't afford them the time to regroup and launch a counterattack. When you judge your work to be done, return to General Ardon and Bittermill. Now we have access to the bridge. Or we wouldn't. Oh yeah, Bittermill. Well met. All is well at the bridge? Good, good. The fighting has died down here too, as you can see. Pippin left about a moment ago with a contingent of troops to occupy Vandoya. And when the Imperials return, they'll find us dug and behind their own walls. I could not have hope for a better outcome, General. It's splendidly done. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It'll take more than one cash room to turn the tide. My man and I will deal with the main enemy forces' silence. I bid you to return the commander camp and his men. And he goes punt the Lawfell. Delight not over much in victory when there are battles left to fight. Our work here is finished. Our resistance allies are waiting. Hey man. I just wonder if the air fryer, I could make freaking like jalapeno poppers. Back so soon, I suppose the general and his men have matters well in hand. The vice marshal and his men showed up not long ago after you left. If the gods are good, there will be no one left to fight. Rising fortunes, rising spirits. I know you're not one for waiting, but if you're with us. Commander Camp, Marshal Pippin reports that the sweep of the customer's interior has been completed. So it's finally over. Pray extend to him my deepest thanks. Rude! It's official then. Customer is well and truly ours. May up to this calls for... Wait, where is Nargo? She took her bird and flew off towards the Appearing Stones, the village of Emtrak, where she was born. I thought the Imperials who fled had a mind to give them trouble on their way back east, but she's less worried, so I gave her leave to go and see where people are safe. So I pray you're right. It would be best if Nargo were not alone if you should encounter the enemy. Great, let's go into the Appearing Stones and make sure everything is all right. If that's your wish, then I have no objection. Well, let's just let the guard know when you wish to cross. Nah. Oh, god damn it. Gotta make me do it anyway. Green Scion, do you wish to pass? You shall not pass! Oh, okay. Go on. Oh, right on. Did you say you were for the Appearing Stones? In that case, may I have Marshal Tebron and I should join you. We spotted a suspicious pair earlier, a hero and a Lawfell, by the looks of them. But they fled when they realized they'd been spotted. If they're Imperials, then we can't have them stir up trouble. A human and a Lawfell. I go around. There's still a belt. Wait a minute. Wait, no. Okay. Since when did you become a bloodhound? Makote ought to trust her ears, not her nose. strange. Why did it not show up? Whatever. Path of the village is through a tunnel east of here. Follow me. Why not just fly up? This has to make this difficult naturally.
Ah, you've come. Welcome, friends, to my village. My home.
How fare your people?
Good, all things considered. Better than the Enanta at any rate. They've sent an emissary. I'll take you to her.
We're here to help. Will you tell us what happened?
Aye. It began with a quarrel between the Imperials and the Kaliana.
The Kaliana are another Enanta tribe. The strongest and the most influential. Unlike the Vera, they want no part of our troubles. They swore fealty to the Empire, and were content to remain within their borders.
Just so. The Kaliana forsook their pride in the fight and yielded to Garlemald long ago. But then a new commander was sent to hold the Black Bridge. She demanded the Kaliana surrender a hostage, this butcher.
Fordola. It doesn't make sense, though. The Vera are the ones working with the Resistance. Why would she threaten the Kaliana?
She don't give a shit.
Because she is ignorant like all Imperials. She knows not the difference between Kaliana and Vera, nor does she care to learn.
I see. All Fordola knew for sure was that the Resistance would come from the west. She reasoned, therefore, that if the Enanta on the east bank turned their coats, she would be trapped. I take it the Kaliana had no choice but to oblige her.
No, they did not. The Imperials left with the Kaliana broodmother's own daughter, Anamika. Long days and nights she looked out on the Black Bridge weeping for her child. Until you came. The broodmother knew at once which way the winds would blow. She and her warriors met with the fleeing Imperials in the road and demanded that her daughter be returned.
Bad idea. Fordola's not the kind to take threats lying down.
You know her well. The butcher turned her blade to Anamika and bade the Kaliana move aside. But the brood mother would not yield.
I know where this is going.
Will do.
The Kaliana surrounded the Imperials, one of whom, whether out of fear or stupidity, cut the child down. There was naught that could be done.
What madness.
The true madness was yet to come. For in her despair, the Kaliana broodmother cried out for her daughter to be restored to life. She beseeched Sri Lakshmi's intercession.
Oops!
She summoned a primal then and there?
That she did, if only for an instant. Bereft of courage and honor, the broodmother sought solace in her faith. The Imperials fled in terror at the sight of the goddess, abandoning these lands to the Ananta. Now the Kalyana bid us make pilgrimage to pay proper respects. Yet though we Veera revere Sri Lakshmi as the holiest of the holy, we will not prostrate ourselves before her.
And so you turn to us?
Aye. All who have fought with the Resistance have heard tell of the warrior, the Icon Slayer.
Aye.
I believe we have heard enough. Inconvenient though the timing may be, if a primal has indeed been summoned, we can scarce afford to ignore it. We must needs discuss how best to resolve this situation.
At the risk of sounding hopelessly naive, there may be yet the way to avoid a violent confrontation. In the past, I fear I had been rather too willing to accept that we had no other recourse than to risk our lives, or rather your life, to address these threats. Yet the problems have faced this thus far has demonstrated a variety of temperamentals and objectives. Ravana might be delayed in battle, but Ramu will sooner keep to the forest with his children. Here we decided to challenge Sir Lakshmi. It seemed wise to learn more of her nature and those who are summoned her into this world. If that is her will, then so be it. To the north you will find our village. Shall unfold all. I shall leave at once. Nago, can you find my comrades out of the bridge? What happened? Of course, be safe, my friends. Sad this space tribe area that has no relations. It's like very weak. We don't often receive guests. What is the purpose of your visit? Greetings and well met. We are the Slams of Hamadan, and we are come seeking instruction of the Vera. You are she, are you not? You have petitioned us to aid and succor, and we intend to provide them, but we must first learn of Sir Lakshmi, that we might better understand the nature of the threat she posed to you. A simple request, but one which shall gladly oblige. In the beginning it was Sir Lakshmi. We were created in her image, daughters of bliss with her beauty. Her breath becomes ours, her serenity our solace. There's naught she would not give. Tells what the quantum of Rumours decided to bring about her daughter's resurrection was first called forth Sir Lakshmi from the ether. That being the case, I rather doubt the gods would be spoiling for a fight. It would depend. Primal's motives have been cleared by the summoner's state of mind, namely that of grieving mother who just born witness to her daughter's murder. Though she apparently craved a miracle, she may also harbor thoughts of vengeance. Moreover, the Quantum's conception of Sir Lakshmi may differ that of the Vera. This is true. The Vera and the Quantum do indeed regard Lady of Bliss in different ways. In the Vera, Sir Lakshmi embodies freedom. She was not suffer her daughters to be bound to another's will, and so we stand with the resistance against the Empire, and given our lives for the cause. To the Quantum, however, she embodies transcendental beauty, which they strived to right through their craft, to shape crystals as art and more ritual, a sacred duty which each tribute is imbued with a fragment of soul. The Imperials do not interfere with this holy work, and so the Quanya were content to turn inward and ignore our plight. Until reality asserts itself and they summon primal, a favorite dream to soothe their aching hearts. But surely they can see that it won't do any good. The Imperials will still rule these lands, nothing will change. And none will. The Quanya bade the Vero make pilgrimage to pay proper respects, remember? Those who do not wish to partake of the primal's bliss were made to do so. Not while we're around, they won't. Though our beliefs are not the same, we are still kin to the Quanya. We help them to see reason. Then we shall, for without you we may not be powerless to stop them. If we do not act quickly, more lives will be lost, more families torn apart, more children made to suffer. Then it's settled. We're going to find that primal and put an end to this. My sister Valeria will guide you to his reverend Hua, and I shall pray for your success. Hello. What about Scions? I am Vara, she who shines bright and unbroken. I stand ready. We leave upon your command. The Lady of Bliss. Ah, such bliss. You ready? You look ready. I don't know when this came out, when Dread came out, because that was so a Dread quote there. Then a Qua, where we find the Quanya's crystals and share Lakshmi. Follow me. Sure. Because after this, my freaking sound is gonna be off. Snake woman. Oh, let's see. Thunderclaw, the last leads to an entrance above. When there is an entry, you must use it to enter. Understood. With me, everyone. Meow! Meow, bitch! Okay, let's pretend I am doing a thing and not flying, and just do the thing. Whoop! Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna munch on food.
Why, mistress? Why does my Anamika slumber still?
Look thee on her face, supplicant. Thy prayer hath been answered. Flesh sundered hath been made whole. Blood spilt runneth through her veins. Breath stolen filleth her breast.
But she hears not her mother's words, nor sees her mother's face. She's silent and empty.
Only the vessel may be remade, not so the flame which flickered within. Her soul hath been scattered to the four winds.
Now do you see her promises for what they are?
Alisaie, have you gone mad?
Mayhap I have, but I refuse to stand by and watch yet another tragedy unfold.
Who intrudes upon this sacred ground? Imperials, thirsting for blood!
No! We come not to shed blood, but to save you from the false god who would lead you astray. I understand how you feel. I do. You loved her with all your heart, but when the moment came, you still couldn't save her. The anguish, the anger, I know it only too well. But I also know where this path leads. To embrace a primal is to condemn yourself to an endless cycle of despair. You will never know peace.
A worm-eaten heart may find peace and serenity in service, in beauty and grace. This hath ever been my promise. Naught else.
You tempt them with visions of things that can never be and leave them bereft and wanting. No illusion, however sweet, can change the fact that your daughter is gone. Remember her as she was. Do not suffer this piteous shade to tarnish her memory.
For every prayer that primal answers, it'll demand payment in kind. Do you have any idea how many more Ananta will die to feed its hunger for crystals?
They would have thee suffer man's spite and live in fear. Far better to dwell in my beauteous dream than endure so ugly a reality.
She's wrong! We hate the Empire as much as you, if you just listen!
Poor, misguided children. I would spare you the torments of this cruel and misshapen world. Come, bask in my radiance. Let it fill your hearts and free you from your burdens. Abide in misery then, fools. The Ananta are more deserving of my blessing. Leave these lands and my dreamers be. I will not warn you a second time.
Ah, shit. Here we go again. I know, it was stupid and foolish, but I had to try, Galad. I had to. I had to try and I failed, so you had to fight. There is no other way. Never stop trying. Pat, pat. It means a lot to hear you say that, it does, but it doesn't make it any easier to have you ask to face that thing. We can do which is within our power. At least Alphinaud and I will go and seize their crystal storage. This will not happen again. And you, when it's finished, we'll be waiting for you. Oh, I remember the first time I did this trial. Oh, God, that was bad. Woo, boy. I am traumatized stories for this one. Might we get faster. Q times. Well, so far it's 1 DPS, 1 tank, and 1 healer, which I'm the healer. So that's a thing. Is there really no way we could fight alongside you without being turned into one who's her dreamers? Yeah, have an echo. You're good. I knew things were not going to go end well at the moment she stepped out of hiding. Came too late for Gabu. Perhaps this time when the Prime was no more. Cause we are the dreamers. Oh, we're actually really in this sanctum. See, now that they're, even though they're battle maidens, they're more in the crafting things. They have metal crafting skills. There we go. So they're pretty much goldsmithers. They make jewelry and other antiquities. So this is what copium feels like. Bliss. Fellow scholars. Oh God.
Defilers. Open your hearts to me.
Launch Me has very unique mechanics. You're gonna need that tank buster, buddy. That's me. Infuse a mechanic for healers.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
Shields up! That Dark Knight's dead. Boobs! Eat death by Snoot
I shall free you from your hate.
At the door! And beauty, that's us again.
Surrender to bliss.
Wow, you did not mitigate that, buddy.
Your souls weigh heavy. Your souls are
I tried to grab him too. I was like, maybe I can grab him. Nope. That dude. Thanks. You fucking asshole.
I shall free you from your hate.
Chimichanga. You fucking ass! Thanks. Oh my god, that Dark Knight is getting us killed. Why you run away?
surrender to bliss.
Oh, he's got that. Feel
Your
that one in the
souls
morning?
are stained.
Darkness hopeless.
Ugh. Bye, Lakshmi, booby lady. Yeah, well, thanks for not stacking with us.
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help.
You could cheer. That's the best thing you can do.
So, it looks like the Ananta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Like every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
Actually, to be fair, they're probably...
You slew our mistress! She was our hope! Our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
To be fair, the reason why they had crystals is because they're, like I said, they're metal crafters. So, it was not technically their will to actually want to summon their god, but... just throwing out the defense for them, at least.
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone. But that's how we all feel. Don't you see? If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace. Your crystals are important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right? Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
Who are you to question our choice? You who fight without fear? We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you. But I hope that one day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
Begone, damn you! Spare me your hollow words, and leave me to mourn.
I'll go. But it doesn't mean I'm giving up. Girabania is our home too. And one way or another, we're going to have to learn to live together.
And they were squabbling.
Come on. Alphino and Alize are waiting.
Meanwhile, in the royal palace of El Amigo, juicy.
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favour with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like the rest of her kind.
And your guys didn't fare better at the bridge nor at the front line, so what's your excuse on your men's front? Just saying, because it's not just Ferdola's fault, it was also your idiotic Imperial troopers. Just saying.
Strange. You would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
Okay, I just gotta admit, this whole expansion is about fucking a lot of fucking whoring and prostitution and child molesting. It's like going back through this game, I'm like, God damn, this freaking expansion is horrifying. Oh yeah, you hoard yourself to get in the ranks. So I'm like, meanwhile, I'm looking at Livia. My quarters, 1 hour. It's like, God damn. Of course, then, Shadowbringers, we really get into the whole child slavery and other things. Oh boy, that one is, whew. There's a reason why it's called Star Wars of Warwick. At least that guard was being nice. It's like, okay. Hey, there's Simba. Just for shit.
Fedola Rem Lupus. Commander of the Crania Lupi, reporting as ordered.
You fucked up.
Why do you tremble so? Could it be that the Empire's butcher is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Alas, you do not. Indeed, you are weak. And born of this weakness is a blind fervor, a raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
She has fucking balls, though.
And that is very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
Edgy.
I want... I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Transcend, my lord. I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
I'm gonna augmentate you because I am not so Hojo. At least it doesn't look a freaking container cube like a freaking rabid horn dog. Hey, the golden crystal. That's sweet. I wish we could have left on better terms, but that was never going to happen. Could be a problem if we get their hands on any more crystals, though. Never mind, we'll deal with that when that time comes. You have done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear from what the Sir Lakshmi's past sing come, friends. The Vera Nile. Yes. I'm not gonna get tired of this. Because I'm gonna be singing this for a long time. Shit. What the Kubo? Kubo. Ah, the winds wrist her of your success. Oh wait, there's 3 S's. Success. And your eyes confirm their testimony. The Lady of Bliss no longer holds our acquaintance sisters in her thrall. For this, we thank you. Galleon did the deed. We're but witnesses to her heroism. AKA, we're a bunch of cheerleaders! Yay, Team Galleon! However, I fear this is only the beginning, for there is no cure for which I authorize the desperate to beseech the gods for salvation. Should they wish to use their crystals to summon Sir Lakshmi again, nothing can be done to stop them. We ignore our sisters' play at our own peril. This we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path so that the day you speaks of never comes. Wow, okay, that's really awkward. It's just all the S. We're all on together, Alamegans and Anata. We understand now. Hopefully in time they will too. Yours and yours would ever be friends to Navira. On that, you have my word. We should begin back to the appearing stones. Thank you again, Sir Asha, for everything. Yes. God damn, I'm freaking hungry for ice cream again. Burger. Welcome back. Conrad Marshal Pippin has come to render aid, but I hear that won't be necessary. It won't. Sir Lakshmi is gone. I should be able to start at the beginning. Yeah, we saw, outside Spin and Bruiser, try to convince them, but it didn't work so well. Incredible. I didn't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows? It would have been ended. You save a lot of lives, and take pride in that. It's nothing new. Must be said there is something unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole. Indeed, there are several aspects of this incident which must bear further investigation. In any event, the equivalent supply of crystals must remain limited for the foreseeable future, and ambient ether levels closely observed. Understood, the Alliance will consult with the Resistance and Novera on best to avoid enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. Another matter is that, what news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Vernola. Regardless of the reasons, our path is clear. Fire has decided that it is time to advance east. Finally! He also most empathetic that we spare further duties for the present. Here are the rest. We're not due for the war like to collapse on exhaustion during the march. We may not as strong or quick as him, but we're our soldiers nonetheless. We'll deal with the Imperials. Bigger, faster, stronger, better. Gunslayer. You're in this respite. So enjoy it, and the same goes for you, Nargo. You've been away from your family too long. Don't deny it. As you say, sir. Thank you, we'll make the most of our time here.
Oh, chicken, wow, meow!
Hey! I'm getting stuff sold. Awesome. Inventory cleanup. Looks like it's up to me and mine to give you a proper welcome. Well, yes! Sexy dance! Woo! My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion, and I have a good authority that hers is the finest cooking inside of the Verdala. Verdana, boogie woogie woogie. Oh, Moon! And they also had Thanksgiving. Honor guests, I pray you protect our humble offerings as we give thanks for many valiant deeds. We had Thanksgiving. Thank you, sir, for a warm welcome. We are honored and break bread with you and your family. Muhana Katana. Come, eat your fill and drink deep over his bears. There's more than enough for all. Well, when you put it that way, I don't mind if I do. Fucking monks. Moon! She wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. Burp. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. They're dead! How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder, and the other would prepare with herbs and spices. Our mother died when I was little, so she must be doing... So she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that was enough for me. But they wouldn't have even that. Through the Gaius, and of course father and Yada had to fight. I would have too if I had been older, but they didn't have to die. Never ends, does it? They call us bees and treat us like them. They push and push and until someone pushes back, until someone takes up arms or summons a god. I've lost God. But the 12 are watching us. What are they thinking? Stop summoning us, you assholes! Okay. What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak? When people fight and die, nothing gets better, and it just goes on and on and on, like their giants are money! There's no justice, just us. Well, to ask them. I don't think the gods listen to people like me. Oh, Winter Endwalker. Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but it feels better somehow. Who knows what viruses are, or if they're even Either way, life goes on and we have to go with it. Sorry that sounds better in my head, but I must get tired. Time to go turn in, I think. Tomorrow's another day, eh? Let's see what it brings. Sleep well. Now we're heading to... There will be a hentai scene after this. Well, what really happened to me and Liz? There is something to be said at a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. I trust you are well rested and refreshed. Yes, then let's return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance force should have advanced in the peaks by now. I expect we will have passed many of our comrades on the road east. There's a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but there need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. I am Gaius. Okay, you can go. Sure. I am Emperor Varus. Yeah, sure. Let me in! Let me in! Science, pleased to have you with us again. You're happy to hear that we're taking it in Galagari and are already begun fortifying as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the lads, will you, Pass? Oh, nom 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 nom.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
And take long. Hey game, they saw, they kicked ass. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than much higher than the northern reaches. Hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperius where they did. See those three towers in the east? That's her. She sits on the right edge of a cliff. So stacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she is no different from any Imperial installation. You see why I found it was so important, right? Then come along, they're waiting on us in Gar Allegory. The hell? Okay, what is going on here? Okay, hold up. I gotta hold up here. It must be a phase thing. What the hell? Okay, this is a weird interface issue. Oh. God damn it. That is weird. I don't know if that's a glitch or what's going on. It's like it's symboled as a fate in a way, but it's not. That's weird. I don't know what's going on there. Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you have been quite busy in your absence. Less than you imagine, the Imperials fled our coming and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We're about to discuss our strategies of siege Specula Imperius. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you're ready. Strong and unified. Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we got a meeting to attend. Meeting! Hold up, boys. Football! Everyone? Well, let's begin. Allegory is ours, and for mercy we took it without losing a single man, but we dare not grow complacent. Speculative Imperius, we would not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pass consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much of a final shot is impolitical. Words. We searched the village and found no traps or any signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Omega is through the east, though Specula Imperius and Castor Albania, which will be our next dungeon, don't worry, bears repeating. However, the latter is home to a massive cannon which unparalleled range and destructive power. It is the Mako Cannon! Which means we need to strike both Specula and Imperius quickly, both to limit their ability to locate the forces in the field and utilize this installation as a shield against attack. As they would doubtless not risking the damage from the towers. I'd say, then we have no choice but to accept what we have been given. And that's the way of it. No doubt that Xenos has something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when that time comes. To the assault, then, the main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperius. Spatula! Well, I'll just call it Spatula. But during this time, I'll hold the Scions in reserve at Allegory to deal with any Imperial forces that might dispatch in response. Understood. Hey man, should we be fighting with you in the Resistance? I understand you don't want to rely too much on Galleon after he's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. Yeah, slaying gods and beating the shit out of a fucking asshole pretty boy. If she wants to fight, I say let her fight. Let them fight. Thanks, I know you understand. Maybe it would be best if I come here. How's I can stay with Galleon? Oh, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You got our orders. Dismissed. Alright! Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial research facility. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. Not now. Nom 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 nom.
Oh, my head.
Let us see.
Show me what you can do.
So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Hear, think, feel. Do you hear those words?
Though we Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics.
Meanwhile, Reapers... Explain that one!
This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Eorzea.
And thus we became angry farmers.
Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage.
Because we have small ether penises.
It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
Yes, I'm a mad scientist, and I'd love you when someone wants my project.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alageria was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specula Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Meanwhile, in the shadows...
Found you.
Gotcha, bitch. So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and have each other. At least he has spared me the trouble of having to seek out. I wasn't even about to let the lights go alone. Hell's open. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across the Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Armgold's squadron. They're already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. Heck yeah, he's the B squad! Ouch. I'm a survey, and holy shit, you're gonna die. Come out the blade! They're dead! Too easy. Too star. Give me a moment, Galleon. Try again if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me abreast of any developments. That was Arnveld. The pair that was spying on us in the fridge follows here. What about you, guy? In trouble? Yeah, I sick a ginormous dragon of death. And there I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. Hope that soul spatula is going well. Oh, trust me. And all of a sudden, guys is attacking. Fuck. Well, things look doing well. Oh, guys, I should have forgotten that charge mode. Wah! Backstab!
Whoa. You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Ugh, that's headache. This is what the warrior like have to deal with every day? Yes.
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements.
Nah.
A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
At least he has some concerns.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Xenos said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Xenos yourself. I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Ransford, Rudolph, Emlyn. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
It's like some of the Guardians are not terribly bad. Even he was concerned about her own people. Damn that boat! It's transforming into Megatron gun.
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
Even the Guardians are like, fuck this! I'm out! What? Do you see that? No. You're here too, Daniel. I must have the cannon that counts from Albania, but that was an Imperial installation, and their troops are still. Damn it! No one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed or. We need to go now. I need your help. Heaven's weak. This way, there's no time to lose. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't. Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way outside. We need to find my brother right now. I don't do that shit. I'm glad you're here, Gillian. In case it wasn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us on special law. I didn't think they had it in them to kill their own men just to kill us. God damn them all. Where's my brother? Tell me where he is. I went to see him. He was in a tower when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating, and our remain unaccounted for. I'll say, I'll say, listen, there's no soldiers wounded and dying around us. Soldiers with families, just like you and me, they need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north, you take the east. I'm mating with my stupid physic. Not. Thank you. I think I can manage my own. For a minute there, I thought I was bound for Thol's Great Hall. Ye gods, what are the Imperials thinking? Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There, Allegory is not far. I'll make it. I'll make it. Stay with me, damn it! Ugh, everything hurts. I think I was struck by the debris from the tower. Hey, I know you. Count Tadera, Ward of Hell's Thrones. We fought together on the steps of faith. You saved my life back then, and now... I could walk, thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. Conrad, can you hear me? Now I gotta put him down over there.
Conrad, speak to me!
Metal Gear!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
I knew that Mario game was hard.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
Nope, I used my last mushroom.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
heard the news? We just killed our own men!
Double the charge!
Meanwhile, hey, is that Batman?
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
This won't be the first time he says such a thing. Jump! 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 That's when he learned Hellfire Dive.
That's the cerulean pipeline!
Oops, was that important?
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts.
I'm just a badass.
You're welcome, boy.
Boy. My people need me.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon!
My bloody cannon!
The savages are coming!
Savages. We could have killed them, but we could have walked away. But instead, we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response: fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God's eyes, my witness, there will be reckoning. Road on. Forgive me, now is the time of vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. Yeah, Alphanut. Don't be like your sister. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we're in danger. I'm in danger! We three will see the commander camps by, find my sister, and return the allegory. Yo, boys today. We gotta go. There's just the rest now. Go on and join the others. You and your red magics. Tell me, you found Alphanut? Tell me, he's alright? Yeah, he wants vengeance. He wants to be Batman. Oh, thank the 12. I didn't know what I was like, good done. If I was saying that, what will the Resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sir, not here, not now. We should return the allegory. Keep it out for anyone who need our help on the way. Oh, God damn it, Apple. Gotta make me do things! I'm sorry, if I was an Imperial soldier, see my men die in front of me. It wasn't long ago I was trying to kill you and yours. I half expected you were about to slit my throat. The hell's with this? I should have been back home in Eorzea instead of taking fire from my so-called comrades. Shit, does he have any additional? Put me in a goal or whatever. I'm through with it. Do you hear me? I surrender. What should we do? We got plenty of our own wounds to deal with. Say the word and I'll finish them quick. Thanks, friend. Playing Tourniquet came loose and I was having trouble getting it back on. I should be fine the rest of the way. Oh, bless you, kind. Wait, is that you, Galleon? I didn't recognize you at first, but Feeling a bit dizzy. Must have lost a lot of blood. I can keep going. I can keep going. Oh, so much blood. That man has some magic hands. Yeah, well, giving over Commander Kim's reins for safekeeping. Later, I'll have no idea when the rites must be performed. For now, forever, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give it despair. For the living and the dead. All allies and resistant units have been withdrawn from Spatula. It's time for we spoke with General on. These steps weigh heavy on my soul, Commander Kim most of all. He was a wise leader, he was a patriot, but above all of us, he was a good man who will surely be missed. One of many lost this day. I asked for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We're just gonna ask Lakshmi and just resurrect them, even though they're empty husk. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight, Odin's grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when you next face the enemy. Thou carest far, General, for that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Alamigo, however, we must first address the question of how we deal with Castra Albania's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ a weapon without a thought of their own soldiers safely, we must struggle to approach them. My frontal says a question. We must lose countless men before we even reach the walls. Would we? Recall the Imperials have obliterated our forces that had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? Suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again? Maybe two of them malfunctioned? Oh, it's malfunctioned, alright! Or one of the officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or their unknown resistance faction chose the moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stop when logic dictates they continue. Then we just have to go and see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? How do I put you in charge of resistance? We can't risk it using our commander so soon. I know how you feel, Narga, but I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papamino arrived at Lagos Reach, and Conrad first asked me to join the resistance, and then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it's because of the Scions, but even then, I knew deep down that was just an excuse. That I was still afraid of following my heart, because I couldn't be sure if it was me or Yalda. Then I met someone on the other side of the world who struggled with the same worries. And as we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader of his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left, and the ones that are still wounded. We have to make her do with what we got, and I'm the best qualified. As simple as that, but don't worry, Nago. I'll go back, I promise. Never seen the cat eyes widen up so much. Meow. Okay, you women out of your squabbles? Good. Let's go. While I acknowledge Commander Hex is ready to carry out this mission, I see no reason why I should do this alone. Yellen, will you go with her? I thought you wanted her alone. Then settle. We'll wait your turn. Oh shit! Sorry if I get into this, Galleon. It might be not the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not a Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now all I can do is be myself. Be a bruiser. I'm not wait around and have people talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I have a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. Bit of a something heap. Hope the ship's stranded on the rocks east here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, there might be some ancient golem's guard in it. Or that might be some old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Please, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate, call us if needed. To reach the ship, we have to scale the cliff. Okay, so I'm claiming here. I'll be there. Okay, so I'm going to go north, sorry. Oh, shit. Oh. Sorry to keep it waiting. I see you met the golems. Look like the old stories were true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. Hi-ho, hi-ho. We're climbing on Noah's Ark. Ooh, took a little bit more out than I expected. Yeah, there she is. And hope. The ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the Styx Umbral era. It's comforting to think that there has always been people who care as much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? I just don't mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone else started calling you a hero, you were there for it was a need. You did things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes even when they didn't want you to. Lord of the Fetch, thank you. It can't be easy staying true to yourself, but with all the better for it, me included. I'll never be a leader like Conrad, or Ian, or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll be enough, right? Oh, there's that sexy eyes. Strange to think back on it. I've been standing on different places, or if the shell has struck the strap. Okay, words. Strange to think back on it. If we've been staying in different places, or if the shell has struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad, or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that something from Castle Albana? Wait, is that coming from the cannon? I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, guys. To avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend or foe. To take Castle Albana and bring ambassadors who gave orders of fire as justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. What to tell others? Come on. Oh, shit. Easier than up, though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now, before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. There's no time to lose, Gown. General Alva needs to know what we saw. I think I'm gonna finish the dungeon, and I think I'm gonna call it quits for the time being. Take a little small break. Oh, shit. Rahman? Your return. I hope that you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs in hope and spied smoke rising from the caster on Bona's main cannon. I think the Marshal Topman was right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seemed to have disabled somehow. Then we must attack Caster Albana at once. It could be still a trick, but if it isn't, we might not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. How the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could have simply kept firing. Be as it may, we need not to risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the Castro and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If on the other hand it's indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk. How about we infiltrate the Castrum? In such a day such as this, men and women under my command are laboring long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Eorzea, including Radada. Radada is a home of May who hold medium positions in Scalsua, Albania, and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll just as happy working with a fellow Medians. And at the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let's do it right by Conrad. I should be glad to accompany her, General, as outside Galleon, I am sure. Well then, if you're all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We'll make ready the march on Castrum, Albana. Go, and may Ragnar watch over you and keep you. My apologies for speaking on your behalf. I was saying my sister's fortnight mare has rubbed off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not only motivated by concern for Lise, nor less Alamigo. Castrum is the largest imperial facility in the PCC, and so the likelihood that Kryl being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective. Of course, if there is even a chance that Kryl might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. Entire hands recoil. So to review, we are at Travel Radada, where we meet and contact and recruit the Marshal Pippin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Galleon and Lise were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as manual labor to either Spatulas or Albana. Perhaps as a result of this, the resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. I got the rate of it. They got better deal with the most of the Almegans, feeling what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damn if I know how Marshal Pippin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand their disdain, but I don't understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contract is a arrogant woman. She'll ask us a question. After we answer her courage, she'll know us as friends. Courage, right. Put there, Squadron, Nargo, with the end soon. With me, my friends, and we're ready for anything. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be taking a break. My voice is like going out. Buddy, Jack. bunny girls. Oh, shit. See? What did I tell you? Let's continue this spatula. Buddy. Of course, there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, there were no mass for release. Come, right out is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. Fuck. Like a safer to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke above cast down by nowhere. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? I'm gonna say we were looking for a Rogan and Mormon, right? And then we should answer a question with courage. I suppose we'll have to strike up a conversation with every one of them until we meet our contact. Let me know if you find her. I'll do the same. I ain't seen you around before. It takes a certain kind of man to walk into a place like this, uninvited. Courage is that, well, there's that short supply these days. Better keep your head down and go along the spot. Call me a coward too if you like, cause I won't speak of it more. At least not here. I thought I would talk behind these barricades with your wonder, on the other hand. Hey, was that who I think it was? Nope. Oh, that's a relief or a trap. Either way, I'll find out from outside. We'll be there. Not a fellow, were you? Good. Say about me, but I'll tell. Oh, that all of you, is it? Let's go. Get to it, Dad. Dad, name yourselves. Wrestling still done. Friends of Marshal Pippin. Names: Stark Wood. Rest of you know. we wouldn't be here. This is about a spotlight in the cannon, isn't it? Just so, can you tell us what happened? However, certain soldiers talking about working in the mess. The Syrian pipeline, feeling the cannon was struck by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man singly just stable the cannon? That is beggars belief. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it.
Day and night. Okay.
Sure. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had everyone jumping in shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the El Megan have been sent home indefinitely, so the cannon could already be full operational. We need to sneak inside Castle Albana and ensure the cannon's no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us out? Aye, that much I can do. I pieced together a map of the interior over the years. I know in fact there is multiple points of entry. Impressive. If we split our several groups, we may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. Maybe few in number, but I have faith that we can see those through. Okay, I'm gonna hold up for a second. I need to go to the bathroom because what heat is getting to me. Oh, God. myself made hoagies. Figuring out the air fryer for that. I don't know how to make air fryer pierogies, so I'm just being cautious and I put it for 11 minutes at a 370 or 350 heat. See how they go. Granted, they're mini ones, so I don't think they need much. But I won't put my chocobo eggs in that one. Hang on. Price of freedom. We have that which we came. All that remains is make our preparations. Galen, you and your ever dependable allies will enter the castrum with my sister and I. By the way, the ventilation ducts lead into the hangars. From there, we will proceed into the weapons research and unleash blade mayhem. At the same time, Outside and I will create diversion elsewhere, and assuming confusion outside in her unit will attempt to reach the fire control center undetected. If all goes to plan, our three parties will subsequently converge on this location, and together we'll secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they can clear an attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go on brief and I'll go on details. The rest of you can come with me. Well, we need to deal with the Magitech patrols before we infiltrate the castrum. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be up here any moment. Once we're done with them, they will be cleared in advance, assuming they kept to their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stay and watch for a moment after, just in case. By Rhaegar, I knew you were good, but I never expected to defeat him so swiftly. Yeah, that's what happens when you're a summoner. Just do a death flare. Galen is the finest warrior I know, and should like to think we have learned something from our time in his company. Now, where is the interest of the dogs? Right behind you. I'm up the branches so you can have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Galen, we shall divide into two groups and proceed via separate routes in the castrum. Their objectives is to cause much chaos as possible to draw the Imperials away from the least and their men. If there's nothing else, I'll return the Resistance forces and show them the entrance. May Rhaegar have guided you to victory. This is your last chance to make your preparation, Galen. When you and yours are ready, it shall begin. Wonder if I'm gonna be grouped with that stuff there. That'll be funny. Nope, doesn't look like it. Fun here. Good DPS. I love being a scholar because I love throwing down shields. I'm more a passive defensive. Of course, this tank is really throwing down the bullshit levels. Okay. Ugh. I hate these damn things. Oh yeah, I'm level 70. I have full access to my Stormblood skills. Should be enlightening. Not bad. I did one time. We had a group. I had a group one time that we actually cleared all of it. I was like, "Holy DPS check!" Wow, this thing busters fast. Whooped his ass. Because he actually has an outer mechanic we haven't trusted him. God damn it. Oh, damn. Unfortunately, we see such promising test subjects. Yeah. No big deal, dude. Why am I not clicked on him? Wow, kicked his ass. Teams are strong with this group.
you all right?
Just a ginormous monster thing that's Garlean.
Ah, I think that answers my question. We've accomplished our objectives as well.
Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them.
Yeah, if you actually came toe-to-toe with that thing, it actually was a Garlean that was being test subject into that thing.
Lise! Thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
Oh my.
They're here!
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?!
I gave the order to fire.
It was over! The Skulls had surrendered, no one else had to die, and you killed them! Your own people! Your own comrades!
You're right! I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolf, Emlyn, all the rest. Trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
Insane the men, Brian.
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal. That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom! You killed your own! They trusted you, and you killed them! Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
Lise!
Gotcha!
I know what you can do. I've already seen it.
Alize!
Even so, the odds are against me.
As usual, ninja vanished.
Coward! Get back here!
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt. to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
I'm Dr. Robotnik.
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me? Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Well, we did it. Castron belongs to us now. All year, well, Castron belongs to us. Knocker and our people took outside the Radada to receive treatment. Alpha and tells me she like a full recovery. I know I should be happy we won with all minimum casualties, but somehow it feels empty. We should report to General Hall then. Carl wasn't here, but who knows? Maybe one of Robon's men found something we could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask anyway. Well, that's it after the cast room, so I'm going to end it right here. So, see you in the next episode.